Hello everyone, welcome to the lecture 6. Today we are going to explore a very interesting topic, that is nested loops and pattern printing. You might not see this pattern printing problem directly in your interviews, but they are very important for deeply understanding of the nested loops. And we will be solving every pattern printing problem in 4 steps. So if you can able to write the any pattern printing problem in 4 steps, so it's very easy to implement you. And yeah, let's start with the nested loops. You can see here nested loop is nothing but loop inside a loop. You can have a number of loop inside in one loop. Let's say this is a outer loop. So inside outer loop I am having one of the inner loop here. Inside this inner loop I can have another for loop. So this is a nested loop. So we'll see how the nested loops will work. I can have another loop here. So there might be a number of loops inside the one loop. So let's see. So the outer loop is used to count the number of rows, so how many lines you want to print. And for each line the number of elements you want to print is done by the inner loop. Let's say I'm having for loop, outer for loop, that is starting from I is equal to 0, I is less than 4, and I plus plus. Let's take is I is less than equal to 4. So this is outer loop. This loop is indicating that number of rows you want to print. So what is the rows? You can see, so these horizontal lines are rows, right? So these 4 rows. So the inner loop is doing that how many elements or how many stars or numbers you want to print on each line. This this will be starting from 0 and j is less than or equal to 4. So just see how the inner loop is working. For each I want to print 4 numbers, right? 5 numbers. Wait a minute. Yeah. So let's start from the 1. So it's very easy. So what I'm doing is that for I will be running my outer for loop from I is equal to 1 to 4, right? And for loop is going from 1 to 4, same. So for each I, so how many times the for loop is working, it will be going from 1 to 4 for each I, right? Let's say for I is equal to 1. For I is equal to 1, the j is traversing from going from 1 2 3 4. And for I is equal to 2, you can see again it will be traversing from 1. It will be start every time, it will be starting from 1 and it will going until the 4. 1 2 3 4. For the I is equal to 3, doing the same. So that is j is going from 1 2 3 4. So for I is equal to 4, j is going like 1 2 3 4. So when I is crossing the 4, it will be stop executing because we are written the condition that I is must less than or equal to 4. So we are stopped here. Yeah, this is the working of the nested loops. Let's see. You can see here that this these are the rows, right? And you can see these are the column. We have 4 rows and 4 columns. Let's say if I want to increase my rows to 5, so the for loop will execute another time. Let's say 1 2 3 4. So we can see 1 2 3 4 5. These are the 5 rows which is executed by the outer for loop, right? From 1 to 5. The inner for loop is running every time from 1 to less than or equal to 4. That means every time it will be printing 1 2 3 4. So you will be get understand when I will be writing the code in the code editor. Let's see. I will be taking n as 5 rows and int m is equal to number of columns as 4. I will be writing my outer loop as from starting from I is 1, I is less than or equal to 5, incrementing it. And inner loop should be work 4 times, right? J is equal to 1, j is less than or equal to 4, j plus plus, right? So I will be printing, yeah, I will be printing the j here. I want to see that how it will be behaving. Yeah, this line will be doing that. It will be every time it will be shifting for the next line. So, yeah, it's more readable if we do print every for loop in each line. Let's run it. can see this how it is printing. Like this is the first number. You can see the number of rows here. This is one, two, three, five rows, right? And every row is printing from j is equal to 1 to j is less than or equal to 4. Four elements it will be printing in each row, right? I would just say that the j is indicating the number of columns here. You can see one, two, three, four, four columns. Yeah, you can assume anything, like it can be number of elements you want to print, or it can be a number of stars you want to print. Let's say if I want to add one more row, six rows, right? So you can see you will be find six rows, and each row you will be having one, two, three, four. Let's You can observe one, two, three, four, five, six, right? Yeah. If I want to print only three numbers in each row, you can see. So yeah, so you can see it will be printing one, two, three numbers. I want to print from one, two, three, only up to three, right? So this will be working, this code is working for each eye, right? When this loop is get terminated, then it will be definitely not execute, because if you execute this first for loop, then only you can come into inside of the next for loop, right? So this is the nested loops. So I think you all got it. Let's go for the next one. So we are done with the nested loops here. So next we will be see pattern printing problems here. We will just generalize how to print. Now we will see how we can write the pattern in four steps. The very first step is that draw the grid of the pattern. Let's say I want to print this pattern like, I want to print this pattern like five rows and five columns here. So yeah, I want to print the four rows and five columns. It's fine. So you need to draw the grid for this one. So instead of this, we will take the second example. So that would be more intuitive. So that this triangle shape. Yeah, we will draw this. Let's draw that pattern here. So it would be five rows and five columns I will be taking here. So n is equal to 5 and m is equal to 5. So that is rows and columns here. So what you can do is that first draw the grid for this problem, like just cover them in the grid. Yeah, we are done with this columns here. You can see I will be drawing for the rows here. So you need to draw the grid for every pattern when you are solving this problem, so you can visualize how we can write the loops. So let's see. So these are the rows, right? So this will be indicating rows, that one, two, three, four, five rows, and these are the columns that it indicating one, two, three, four, five. You can see. So I just, let's say for each eye, so what are the at what places of j the star is printed, just I want to write that one. This is the second step, right? So yeah, I want, let me write. The step 2 is that it's very easy. You just need to write that for each I. Let's say for when I am going for I is equal to 1. So at what places of j you are printing the stars. Let's say at j you are, for I is equal to 1. So the star is printed on j is equal to 1 only, right? So I want to write that one only. So that is 1. So for I is equal to 2, you can see it j is equal to 1 and j is equal to 2. So I'm assuming that these columns are represented by j, and these rows are represented by I, right? So don't confuse. You can see here that for I is equal to 2, you can see I will be printing on 1 and 2. For I is equal to 3, you can see I am printing on 1, 2, 3. Yeah. For I is equal to 4, I am printing 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see for I is equal to 4, you are printing star on the 1, 2, 3, 4. You are not printing on 5. Yeah. For I is equal to 5, we are printing on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, we are done with the second step. So the third step is we are writing the relational operator for the j, the relational condition for the j, right? So step 3 is that for each I is equal to 1, so you can see j is going from 1 to 1, right? Just 1, j is less than or equal to 1. For I is equal to 2, j is going from 1 to 2, so that is less than or equal to 2. For I is equal to 3, you can see j is less than or equal to 3, it will be starting from 1 and it will be going until 3. For I is equal to 4, j is less than or equal to 4. For I is equal to 5, so j is less than or equal to 5. So this is the third step. It is very important that how many times you are, for each I, how many times the j is going from 1 to the particular number, right? Yeah, the fourth step is very simple, that write the j in terms of, so we need to write this conditional statement in terms of relational statement in terms of I, right? So step 4 is simple. So just what you can do is that you need to represent these numbers in terms of I, right? So when you are start, wait a minute, I will be right beside this because it will be more clear. So step 4 is that what you can do for I is equal to 1. So what is 1 here? You can see it will be going from j is less than or equal to I, so it is same as that. So j is less than or equal to I, that is 1. So you can, again you can see here that j will be starting from 1 and it will be going until 2, that is until I is equal to 2. So for I is equal to 2, what I can write, that j is less than or equal to I, right? So yeah, we are generalized for everything, it would be same. So for I is equal to 3, you can see that the j is going from 1 to 3. Yeah, you can write j is less than or equal to I. So you can we see that we are converted the state conditional statement, like relational statement in terms of I, we should have in terms of I. For I is equal to 4, it would be again same, j is less than or equal to 1. For I is equal to 5, j is less than or equal to I. So how, it's very simple. Now you can see that now you can write the code for this one. So you are only, you need to write the code by seeing the step 4 only. So you can see for each row, let's say how we'll write the row. For we are writing the outer for loop, that is starting from 0, I is less than, sorry, so I need to start from I is equal to 1. So I can start from I is equal to 0, but it make some confusion. So I will be starting from I is equal to 1. I will be going until the I is equal to, let's say I want to print 5 rows, right? And I will go I plus plus. So this is the inner loop. So this is an outer loop. So this is the inner loop condition. So you have seen that we are starting j from the 1, right? So every time we are starting j is 1, but the condition where we want to stop, that is less than or equal to I, right? So you are stopping less than or equal to I means you are stopping at the first place only. So in the second you are starting from 1, but you are stopping at the I. Yeah, that's we already generalized here, you can see. So in the inner loop, what you can do is that the j is every time starting from I, but it's not going until 5. So you just want to print I, j is less than or equal to I, right? So you can see that so this is I want to print something, right? Print star, or you want to print j or something. Yeah, print star. So what you can do, yeah, this is the working of this loops, and you can see how we have generalized that. It is very simple, that please try to write the any pattern in the grid and represent the pattern in the grid. After that you can simply write that at what places you actually want to print that stars for each eye. Let's say these are the rows, right? 1 2 3 4 5 rows, you can see 5 rows. And you are also having 1 2 3 4 5 columns here. Yeah, for each row you want to write just how many, it which column we are printing the star here. So you need to generalize like this. If you generalize like this, it's very easy to write the code for you. It's indicating that inner loop and it's indicating outer loop. So what you can do is that yeah, this is the working of this you can print this pattern now. Let's write the code in the, let's write the code in the code editor. So I just want to erase this one out. So what I want to take is, I want to take n is equal to 5, right? For int I is equal to 1, I is less than or equal to 5, I place place. So you can see at that yeah. So for int j is equal to, j started from 1 but j is going until I only, j place place. So what I can do is out, I want to print, so you can do this star here. After that you need to print new line here for next line. Yeah, we are good to go now. You can see what it does, it print. Yeah, it printed the pattern which we want to require, right? So you can see 1 2 3 4 5 rows, it will be running 5 times. For each row you are printing one, so until I, right? From, you are starting from I is equal to 1, j is equal to 1, and you are going until I. So in each row you are printing the starts. Let's try to visualize how the j is going on here. Let's try it out. Yeah, you can see here that for each I, the j is starting from j is equal to 1 every time, and it will going until I only. In the second iteration it will going to, third iteration it will going until 3. So yeah, this is the working of this inner loops. So I think you got the how we can generalize the pattern printing problems. Yeah, we are done with this one. So I just want to tell you this one, so you can do this one by your, so by your own self. Yeah, let's do it same as it is how we already did this one. So I just want to erase this one out. So if you can follow these 4 steps, so it is very easy to generalize any tough pattern printing problems. So it's not about, they will not ask you in interviews, in most of the interviews, but these are very important to build your foundation for the logic building. Yeah, you're done with this here, I think. So let's do the same for the this test, this pattern here. What I'm doing is that I want to print the, I want to draw the grid for that one. Okay, so I will be having n is equal to 5. I want to print 5 rows and 5 columns here, right? Yeah, this is the, should look like this one. I will be drawing the grid for this one. Yeah, let's see that. Yeah, we are done with the drawing of the grid. These are the rows 1 2 3 4 5. These are the column 1 2 3 4 5. So for these are, this is indicated by j, this is indicated by I. You can indicate with any of the variables. It's not a problem. So just understand how it would be, how you are deriving that. Like, you are done with step one. Step two is that very simple. For each I, when I is equal to 1, so yeah, let me write. So this is I, this is j. For I is equal to 1, you can see what are the places the j is printed. That is the star is printed on the I. J is equal to 1, j is equal to 2, j is equal to 3, j is equal to 4, j is equal to 5, right? For I is equal to 2, you can see the star is printed on only the what, um that is j is equal to 1. When I is equal to 3, you can see that for I is equal to 3, j is printed 1 on only. For I is equal to 4, j is printed on 1. I is equal to 5, j is printed on 1 2 3 4 5, right? Yeah, sorry. So we are missed with the 5 here. So for I is equal to 2, it is printed on 5 also. For I is equal to 3, it is printed on 5 also. This is a pattern which is looks like. So at this places the j is printed the stars. So in this it's little difficult to write the relational condition for the j here. We can see that when I is equal to, yeah, we'll go for this step 3 now. for I is equal to 1, so the j is going until 5, right? So j is less than or equal to 5. For I is equal to 2, you are printing on j is equal to 1, and you are printing on, and you are printing on j is equal to 5. Let's write it as is showing in the grid here. For I is equal to 3, you can see, so it will be printing on 1 only, j is equal to 1, and j is equal to 5. For I is equal to 4, so j is printing on I is equal to j is equal to 1, and j is equal to 5. When I is equal to 5, you can see again it is printing on every j is less than or equal to 5. So every, in this, j is starting from 1, j is going until 5. So in the first I, when I is equal to 1, it will be printing complete row here. When I is equal to 5, it will be printing again complete row. In other, all other cases, you can see it will be printing on the first or at the last, first and last only. So yeah, we need to generalize from this idea, right? So it's very important now. So, yeah, it little difficult, you can see, to generalize this idea. So if you can practice, you can do it yourself. So when I is equal to 1, when I is equal to 1, so what I can doing is that I need to write this idea into my generalized form, right? My j is, my n is equal to 5. So or you can write in generalize the then you can write here in terms of I or n here. So I will be going j is less than or equal to n here. So when I is equal to 2, so yeah, it's, there is no way to write this, so I will to definitely write j is equal to 1. When j is equal to 1, and when j is equal to 5, I need to print the stars. When I is equal to 3, so the same condition will do. For I is equal to 4, the same condition is follows. When I is equal to 5, the same condition, which is j is less than or equal to 5, so it will be printing whole row, it will be printing the complete row. So in all other cases, you can see it will be printing on only j is equal to 1 and j is equal to 5. Let's see, we just convert it into the code right now. So we'll convert it into the code, right? So you can see the outer loop is definitely going for a outer loop. This is an outer loop, right? So this is an outer loop, and this is an inner loop. Let's see. For I is equal to 1, I is less than or equal to n, that is 5. We will be taking n here. J plus plus, sorry, this is I plus plus. Yeah, the inner loop is going, so it will be behaving different on in each I, right? So for I is equal to 1, it will be going from 1 to n. In I is equal to 2, it will be only printing on the two places. So in each I, it will be behaving differently. So we'll write some condition. We'll just traverse from j is equal to 1, j is less than or equal to n, and j plus plus. So we will write condition here. Let's see how we will write condition. You can see if at what condition you want to print on the complete row, right? So when I is equal to 1, right? If I is equal to 1, or I is equal to n, if any of this condition, in any, in this any of this condition, you can if this condition is occurs, you can print the complete row from 1 to 5, right? So this is the one condition. So in such, in these problems, you are not generalizing everything in single relational operation. You can see for each I, you are not generalizing same thing. For the the j is not working same on this each I, because in each I, this is behaving very differently, right? So in, what does it doing in all other cases? Let's say I wrote the condition for this one and this one. For I is equal to 1 and I is equal to n. So if I found that this when I is equal to 1, it will be printing complete row, and in I is equal to 5, it will be printing complete row. So in all other cases, you just need to print on the like let me write here. So the next condition is that so when I is equal to 2, I is equal to 3, I is equal to 4, the conditions are same. So when if j is equal to 1, and what I can write here, or j is equal to n, right? In this condition, print um yeah, print the star. In this condition, you just need to print the stars. Sorry, this, I think it will be completely messed. So I just want to write this. So if when my j is equal to 1 or my j is equal to n, just print the star, right? So yeah, this is, you need to write the two conditional statements here. So that will be, it will be going for the first row and last row, and all other they are doing on on their column, right? J is equal to 1, j is equal to 5. You can, you can generalize something like, let's say if I will be having six, right? One, two, three, four, five, six. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four, five, six. Two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, you can see. So we are only printing on I is equal to 1 and I is equal to 1 or complete rows. So in all other cases, you can see we are only printing on j is equal to 1 and j is equal to 5. So just I am written this condition that if I want to print these complete rows, so I'm written this condition. If I want to print on only on the first column and last column, you can see I'm written this condition. So I will be sure in this code we are miss one thing that for each I we need to run any of this condition, because you can see if I, for I is equal to 1, this condition will work. For I is equal to 2, you can see, um yeah, for I is equal to, yeah, I is equal to 2, this condition will work, because from when j is equal to 1 it will be printing, and j is equal to 5 it will be printing the stars. When I is equal to 3, this condition will work. When I is equal to 4, the same this second condition will work. So the else condition is doing that, when this none of these conditions, let's say when I am having I is equal, j is equal to 2, right? So in this condition you can see that when j is equal to, when I is equal to 2, in the second iteration j is equal to 1, it will be printing the stars, no problem. So when j is going to 2, when j is equal to 2, you can see that we are, when j is equal to 2, the none of the conditions are running, because so this this condition is not working, this condition is not working. So for j is equal to 2, it will, we need to print the stars here, right? Let's see, you can see here this one, this one. Yeah, let's see for this one. You can see for I is equal to 1, you are printing this one, right? For I is equal to 5, you are printing complete row here. For I is equal to 2, you can see that for j is equal to 1, 2, 3, for your, for j is equal to 1, you are printing this one. For when j is equal to 2, you can see that we need to print the spaces here, right? So for that I am written the else condition, in this condition I am wrote the spaces here. So let's write the code here. In 10 is equal to 5, sorry, int n is equal to 5. For int I is equal to 1, I is less than or equal to n I plus plus. For int j is equal to 1, j is less than or equal to n j plus plus. So what I can do is that, if I is equal to 1 or I is equal to n, just so print the stars here. Else if, so when j is equal to 1 or j is equal to n, so just print the stars here. So in else condition we need to print the what spaces here, right? Are we done with the spaces? For each, after the completion of the each iteration, we need to print the new line, so that we can see the next line in the new line. Yeah, you can see we have got the pattern which we are expected. Yeah, we are done with this problem. So let's, if I want to increase the n here, so you can do this one also. So it's not a problem, you can see it will be, yeah, we are done this problem. So I think we're done with the two of the pattern printing problems. So what you can do is that, you can do this third pattern, fourth pattern yourself. So do the same thing, that first draw the grid here. So please try to draw the grid and write the numbering of the rows and columns here, and after that you can generalize the idea here. So next is we will be having number patterns. I think we are done with this one, because you can see this is first row, second row, third row, fourth row, fifth row. and this is the column 1 2 3 4 5. You can extend these columns also, and you can print using the two loops here. I think this also we are done. Let's but let's do it how we can do it, right? So let's try to draw the grid for this that one. For 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah. Yeah, let's draw the grid. First step is drawing the grid, right? If you can draw the grid, almost you will get the how to write the loops. Yeah, you can see here that these are indicating the row number 1 2 3 4 5. So this is I, and J is this one, column 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, let's write for each I how many J are printing. So you can see that for I is equal to 1, the J is going from 1. Yeah, sorry, I just want to write like something. I J for I is equal to 1, you can see the J is printing only 1. For I is equal to 2, you can see J is printing at the places of 1 and 2, right? 1 2. For I is equal to 3, J is printing on the 1 2 3 place. So for I is equal to 4, J is printing on 1 2 3 4. For I is equal to 5, it will be printing 1 2 3 4 5, right? So yeah, it's similar to the problem which was solved in the star pattern. Yeah, but let's see how we can do it. So after that, what you can do is that write the condition for I and j, right? So when I is equal to 1, j is going from less than or equal to 1, j is starting from 1. For I is equal to 2, j is starting from 1 going until the j is less than or equal to 2. For 3, j is less than or equal to 3. For 4, j is less than or equal to 4. So for 5, j is less than or equal to 5. You can write these numbers in terms of I or n. Yeah, let's write that when I is equal to, I will be writing here. Just want to erase this one out because we are done with this one. Yeah, what you can do is that write the j in terms of I, right? So when I is equal to 1, j should be less than or equal to I. So when I is equal to 2, you can write, see that j is going until I. So I don't want to write all this because it will take time, so you can see that clearly. So yeah, when I j is starting from 1 and j is less than or equal to I. Let's write the code for this one. So what we are printing here, we are not printing starts here, we are printing the j here, right? For each I we are printing j is equal to 1, j is equal to 2, j is equal to 3. So we are printing j here. Let's write the code. Yeah, I will be keep writing for the n is equal to 6, right? J is equal to 1, j is less than or equal to I j plus plus. So yes, yeah, you can see that it will be work well. So not, we are not printing stars, sorry, we are printing the j here. So that is number pattern here. Yeah, we are done. You can see that we are got the output, like how many rows we are doing. 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? 6 rows. Yeah, 6 columns. These are 6 columns, you can see for each I. We are growing until j is less than or equal to I. Yeah, this is all about the this number printing, and we will be having another number printing, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Yeah, let's do this one also. It's little what I can say that it's the loop is working same as we did the code of this pattern, but we need to change the we need to change something in the print statement. So yeah, sorry, I will be doing keeping the same thing here, so I don't want to erase this one out. But you can see what these are printing here. So we just need, the loop is working same as it is, as the previous one pattern is working, but the printing state we need to change only in the printing, right? So we are Yeah, this is similar to that one because you can see that this is printing two elements print. Yeah, but we need to change something that that will always get increased by one, right, in each step. So how we can do that? So it's very simple that, so, yeah, what I can do is that in each step it should be increased by one, right? So what I can do is int, I will keep number as 0 here, 1 here. In each iteration it should be get increased, right? So I will be printing number here and I will be increase it by 1. You can see what does it will print. Here you can see that I will be printing for 6 here. So it will be going until 21. I will take smaller number, so it's very easy to see. So, yeah, so I will be keep space here. You can see that it's similar pattern, but the value that which is printing is different, right? So I just changed the print on variable in the printer. So I just printed the, I will be initialized the number is equal to 1. I will be starting from 1. So in each iteration, so how, in each iteration means the inner loop, in each while it is in each row, while it is printing the values in each row. So I just want to increase in every time. Yeah, it's that all about that pattern. So now we will see the alphabet patterns. So this is the last one. You can see that we already done with the how to um, print the pattern of the row into column here, right? As we did in numbers, as we did in stars. So you can do it as it is, but you can change the new variable in the print pattern, print statement, so that you can print the characters there. 1 2 3 4 5, you can go to 5, or you can extend to something. You can take user input there also. So it would be going, the columns are going from 1 to 3 4 5, right? So in each print statement you need to print some characters here. So the character should be starting from a, and we're going until like character or less than or equal to what. Yeah, every time the character will be getting incremented, but you need to just increment the columns here. Let's do it how we can do it. So we already done with this pattern, how to print that, this row into column pattern. So we'll just follow that one, but we need to change small change in the print statement. So I will be taking in is equal to 5, where int I is equal to, where int I is equal to 1, I is less than or equal to 5 I plus plus. So what I'm doing is that I will be declaring one character here. So for, again I will be going to print the numbers in the each row. That will be something less than or equal to j is less than or equal to 5, right? J plus plus. You can see what I can do is that I need to print character here. So I just want to maintain the space so that it will be visible. And yeah, in each, after printing each statement, I just want to increase this character to the next character. So let's see how is it printing or not. We can see here that it will be printing what we are expected. So yeah, it's similar, the logic is very similar, so you don't need to do anything. You are just doing something, we are printing character here. So let's see how the characters are getting printed. You can see that I will be declaring character ch is equal to, sorry, just want to write it some plainly. So what I'm doing is I will be writing some char ch is equal to a, right? But I'm incrementing the ch plus plus, but it's not an integer to increment, but how it's going to incrementing. You can see that in the computer is storing or assigned each so we will having ASCII code. So there is a standard code given numerical value to the each numeric each characters. So that is called ASCII values. And so for each characters there is some numerical value. For A, for capital A we will be having 65. For capital B we will be having 66. So like that, for each for each character we will be having a standard assigned numeric value like 65, 66. For you can go on up to the z, so it will be incrementing by one. So when I'm having a is equal to 65, right? So when I'm incrementing a, so the computer is by defaultly typecasting the ch into 65 and it is incrementing it, right? So it's not directly incrementing it, it will be typecasting, and after the typecasting it will be taking ASCII value of a, that is 65, and it will be incrementing, it will be the next to is 66, that will be indicating as b. So it will be printing like that. Yeah. I think we are done with this one, so so we'll discuss the ASCII values, about the ASCII values in the upcoming lectures. So they are just like a standard values assigned to each characters, so that's all, that's not any complicated things. Yeah. We will print the next pattern, so you can see that the next pattern is that something a a b, so a b c, so a b c d, and a b c d e. So I always told you that please try to draw the grid so that it's very easy to, sorry, so it's very easy to write the code, and we can visualize the how we can write the for in outer for loop and in for loop, sorry. So it's very difficult to write the what, it's very difficult to draw the grid here. So what I can do is that yeah. So initially I will be print, sorry, so I need to write the pattern very cleanly here so that I can draw the grid very easily. A, so a b c, a b c d, A B C D E. So it's not a problem. Let's see. So yeah, sorry. So I'm not good at drawing. Just draw the grid. So I will be drawing it. Yeah, we are done with the call. You can see. So these are the. Yeah, let's wait a minute. You can see that. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. You can see these are the columns and these are the rows. This is the first row, second row, third row, fourth row, fifth row, and first column. Or yeah, I can number it from anywhere. One, two, three, four, five. I'm just numbering here for the understanding. So I'm getting difficulty in drawing the grid here. Yeah, you can see that when I is equal to one, you can see only j is printed at. Sorry, I will be writing and j, right. What you can do is that when I is equal to 1, when I is equal to 1, j is printed on the 5. When I is equal to 2, j is printed on the 4, 5. When I is equal to 3, so j is printed on the what, 3, 4, 5. When I is equal to 4, j is printed on the 2, 3, 4, 5. When I is equal to 5, j is printed on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like it's the pattern is look like this. So you need to generalize this idea. So if I, when I'm having I is equal to 1, so you just print this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 spaces. Next one is 3 spaces and 2 spaces, 1 space. So if you do this one, after that you can simply go and draw this pattern using the for loop inside this inner loop only. Let's see. What I can do, what I'm doing is that when I is equal to 1, I will be printing something called, I will, when I is equal to 1, I will be printing 4 spaces here, right? So I will be writing a here. So when I is equal to 2, 1, 2, sorry, a will coming here. When I is equal to 3, this would be something like a would be coming here. When I is equal to 4, So a will coming here. When I is equal to 5, a will coming here. So you can see that when I is equal to 1, we need to print the 4 spaces. When I is equal to 4, 3. When I is equal to 2, you need to print 3 spaces. First, we need to generalize the number of spaces and how we can print the number of spaces, right? When I is equal to 1, j is printing the spaces at the 1, 2, 3. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. When I is Yeah, when I is equal to 2, so j is printing something at the places of 1, 2, 3 spaces. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So when I is equal to 3, j is printing at the spaces at the places of 1 and 2. When I is equal to 4, j is printing spaces at the 1. When I is equal to 5, j is printing the spaces, not printing any spaces, so we don't take it. What we can do is that we are just traversing from I is equal to 1. So we will be writing one of the loop and the so how should we print this like a b c a b c d a b c d e, right? So this this should be done with one loop and this should be done with another loop. So we done the spaces how we can. So let's write for the another loop for the these things, right? So I will be print for I will be printing like j is less than or equal to I will be printing for. So what I can do is that I just print a here. So I will be starting from j is equal to 1 and I will be printing the character here. So you can see that yeah, you can see, let's write this first. So you can see that let's generalize this idea first. For I is equal to 1, you can see that j is going until j is less than or equal to, does it going less than or equal to n. It's not going until n, so it should be decreased by 1. So that is minus 1. For this case, you can see j is less than or equal to n minus, so it will be decreased by 2. That means I is equal to 2. That means that when n is, I will be taking n is equal to 5, right? So n minus, yeah, you can see you can do n minus, you are decreasing 2. So you can see j is less than or equal to, you just want to print until the n minus until 2, right? So j is less than or equal to n minus 4, you are printing one thing. So j is less than or equal to n here, n minus 5, we are left with 0 here, so it doesn't work. So you can see these numbers are just like I, right? So these numbers are only i's. What you can do is that j is less, you can write j is less than or equal to n minus I. So you can good to go that. So yeah, the first for loop inside this, so this is an outer loop that is working 5 times. So inside that loop, let's write that loop. Let's say it will be going from I is equal to 1, I is less than equal to, let's say I will take 5, you can take anything. Yeah. So inside this, the first for loop is printing the spaces for this one, right? So these are the spaces must be printed so that I will get this pattern here. First, you need to print the spaces here. I will be starting from j is equal to 1, j is less than or equal to n minus I, j plus plus. So you are printing spaces here, right? Print spaces here. After this loop, you are printing this characters, right? So for j is equal to 1, j is less than or equal to, sorry, let's generalize the idea for the second loop that we want to print the characters here. So you can see that first the character, so I will be just starting from I is equal to, so it will be printing one character, two character. So yeah, let's write that one. So I will be just erasing it out. We are already done with the how to print the spaces there. So we are printing only one at 5. So that is character. Then we are printing 4 and 5, 3, 4, 5. 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5. So at these places we actually want to print the characters here, right? So yeah, what we can do is that we just want to print one character after these spaces. So we want to generalize idea something different from previous one. So after printing the four spaces, I just want to print one character here. So what I can do is that if I want to print one character, what how can I write my j's condition? J is less than or equal to one. So if I want to print the after three spaces, I want to print the two characters here. So what I can write is j is less than or equal to 2 here, right? It will be going from 1 and 2, so it will be printing two characters after the spaces. So it would be something like j is equal to less than equal to 3, j is less than equal to 4, j is less than or equal to 5. So after printing the spaces, it's very easy to print the number of characters. We are only concerned with the printing of the characters. We are not concerned about the exact spaces we actually want to print on the characters. Yeah. So, so the second for loop is looks something like you are going from j is equal to 1 and j is less than or equal to I and j plus plus, and you are printing character inside this loop, right? Printing character inside this loop. Yeah, this is about the code of this last pattern. Let's code it up here. So I will just, yeah, we can keep it as same it is. How the outer loop is same for all. So inside this I will be printing spaces, right? So into j is equal to, I will look at j is equal to 1 and j is less than or equal to n minus I j plus plus, right? So inside this I want to print the spaces, right? I want to only print the spaces. In the second for loop is for printing the characters here. J is equal to 0, j is less than or equal to I j plus plus. Sorry, we are starting with 1 here. So what I can do is I will be printing the character here. Print ch plus and ch plus plus. You can see how it will be printing. Yeah, I need to print the next line here. So let's see. Yeah, you can see this. We got the pattern which we are expected. Yeah, this is all about the today's lecture. So you can solve the n number of problems, and you can have an idea to how to write and solve the problem yet instantly. Yeah, this is all about today's class. So what you can do is that if you want to practice the pattern printing problem, just go to the GFG and write there. You can go to the pattern printing problem. Then you can find lot of problem based on the difficulties. Just solve this easy pattern, then go to medium patterns. You don't need to solve the hard patterns because they are not important here. So you just get to have an idea of how the nested loops are working and how we are solving these patterns. So just follow the four steps, then you can tackle any problem. So yeah, this is all about the today's problem. Uh, yeah, this is all about the today's lecture. Thank you everyone.